Hi, so I'm here today to talk to you about my app, Parking Angel. Now, I'm sure anyone has experienced the stress of trying to find a park, especially anyone who's lived in Sydney. I know I certainly have. That frustration of perhaps driving for an hour to get to a location and then only to get there to find that there's nowhere to park. And worse yet, there's parking attendants everywhere and you're stressed, you're tired, and it's just not making it fun. Well, the reason I've come up with this app is to address that problem. So what I hope to do through my app is I take the parking space, which we know is available in the API data, and I link it directly with the user so that they can then see through the app where their space is in the location they want to go to. They can compare the price, so like comparethemarket.com or other areas like insurance where we're used to being able to look on an app and see how much something is, or Airbnb, similar kind of concept. Which I talked through on my storyboard, so you can go in and you can see, oh look, this parking bay in this car park is $2, whereas the other one is $5. I'm going to obviously take the $2 parking space for my needs. It's going to be perfect. What I also want to do with my app is to provide additional functionality for people with disability. This includes having a marker on the side of the app which shows how many disability spaces are accessible in each car park, and also what facilities the car park has for people with disabilities, whether that's mobility access or lifts or security support, just to assist people knowing whether they've got wider bays and what kind of support they may have for the parking, and to just help increase their independence. And also just to know that if they're going to travel for an hour, they've secured a car park, they've paid for it online, and they know when they get there that there's going to be facilities for them, so it's going to help increase their independence and their accessibility, which I think is key for anyone who's got a disability. Being someone myself who's lived for my whole life with a disability, and I know some of the issues I've really had is the accessibility and trying to make sure I address that problem for other people, given that's 4.4 million people which are impacted, and that's 1 in 4 of us. So yeah, and 220,000 right now in Australia have mobility issues and permanently wheelchair bound. So this app will address that issue directly. That's why I care so much about it. The other thing the app does is, because I'm also a female CEO, I really care about women's safety. Now, we've seen in the news the issues of people in car parks and the issues with people at train stations and their safety. And I think one of the things we can easily do with this app is also provide awareness. On the app, it has a functionality of showing whether the car park has security access 24/7 and also whether there is lighting. Now, that as a woman is something that is incredibly important to me, and I want to do that through the app to help promote safety for other women, and to know that if they're going to go car park, a location they don't know, that they've got some security, they've got some awareness about that car park before they go there, so they can feel secure and to make that car park more accessible. So just to run through a little bit about how my app will work in practice. So what you do, you log in just as you would with any other app, and you can then go and compare how much a car parking space is. The second functionality of the app is then you can book online. Now, I'm doing a trial currently with a local council. They're providing that API data for me so that then we can run a trial and pilot and hopefully roll out to the other areas of Sydney, where you can book online and have that functionality and know how much it's going to cost you before you even go and get the space. And it also means it takes away the worry of, like, if you overrun, you can go back onto the app and you can just update your parking. It just makes it so much easier for everyone and avoids those damn parking attendants getting our money, right? The other functionality of the app is when you go on and you've chosen where you're going to park, you can then use Google Navigate to then navigate you from there to there, so that you know exactly where you've got to go. It takes the stress out of your day, and as I say, makes it a bit more heavenly, which I think is really important, knowing the stress we all experience of driving on a daily basis in Sydney. So that's really what my Parking Angel app does. The other functionality is, of course, is on the app itself. When you go in and click on the car park, you can then look at what facilities they have, the number of disability spaces, live data on the spaces, and also just other facilities and such as security, as I said, and lighting. So it's got a wide functionality in that arena just to assist people in knowing where they're parking. And if they're going to a city they don't know, they can know that they can go onto the app, book securely, know they can navigate there, and just takes the stress out of the day so they can actually do the things which really matter to them. you know, rather than having to worry about things which really shouldn't, such as driving and parking. So that's a little bit of background about me and my app. Really, thank you so much for taking the time and giving us this opportunity to apply. And I really look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye.